What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are, of course, with the Airsoft CRJ-700. We fly this from Montreal to Allentown. We bought this guy out from underneath Endeavor Air, which is Delta Connection. We bought it out from under them. We're going to get it to Allentown before they get wise of it, and we're going to get it repainted. All right, so again, thanks everybody for hopping on. PJ Brooks, awesome. Yep, listen to it. That's no problem. iDoc Joe, what's going on? AJ and Zari, TTOH. I'm assuming that means time to overhaul. Okay, or time till overhaul. That's what it means, at least in the general aviation stuff. Okay, so we're going to get inside here. I have not flown this guy at all. Last time I flew a CRJ product was with FSX Steam Edition. Flying the CRJ-700, that was with that one. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time. J10 Games, hey, how you going? So we're going to try it out. I do have, over on my left screen, I've got the checklist. I've got the flight plan. I've got the tutorial thing all set up. I've got all my documents set up here on the left. On my right, I have my Streamlabs OBS, which is where I'm doing all my streaming out. I've got the chat here. I'll be looking at your chat. If you guys have any words of wisdom, be sure to drop it in the chat as we go. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I know I've said it before, but subscriptions mean a ton. But bell notification icons, get notified when I go live, means more. And comment if you're watching after this stream. Okay, Paul P. Bullock, what's going on? Look for the forward review. Yeah, we're gonna give this guys a shot. Hope you got some sunglasses. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, I got some virtual sunglasses. How about that? Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and just go around the aircraft real fast so you can kind of see the quality of the aircraft itself on the exterior, and then we'll jump inside. So, before I go any further, what's that? I hear something in the background. Oh, that's right. I have now changed from Intel, from Team Blue, Team Red. AMD is where it's at, buddy boys. We are Team Red now. Got the red backdrop in the back. We're going to rock it all night long. All right, got a cool and crisp 3.1% CPU usage from Streamlabs, which is considerable less than what I was getting with my Intel, and it's rocking and cooling all fantastic. All right. What's the tail number? I'm not actually going to be flying online. Right now it says November 391 Charlie Alpha, apparently is what this guy is. But I'll be flying Eastern Aviation Airlines Flight 701 through FS Airlines. All right, so now let's go around and check out the exterior here. Okay, so first thing I noticed when I jumped in, first off, obviously it looks beautiful. The quality of everything on their stickers, everything like that, looks pretty high detail. I do like the fact that it did use PBR textures on the aircraft, and you can see that with the way that the reflections are. So I do like that for sure. The only thing I'd say is I feel like this should be maybe a little bit darker on the shadow side, but I guess that's a Sobo more than anything. J10 Games, it actually serviced this aircraft. Awesome. So you should be able to tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so I do like the fact that when you open the doors, you can see actually into the cockpit and everything, or into the cabin, and it's somewhat 3D, and you can see obviously kind of into the cabin as well, though you can't really access it unless you jump through here. So it does have a cabin, so if you guys like that, it does have one. It's not super detailed as you can see, but it does have one, which is nice. Oops, got inside the wing there. It does have cargo space, as you can see. It does actually model that, so that's pretty neat. And I think the other one's on the other side here. Yeah, so there's another one right. Or that's the same one. Whatever. All right, so yeah, I really like the textures. I think it's really well done. I think they did pretty well, even with the stickers. You know, it's pretty well done. I don't like the fact that I feel like they could have done better on that little circle there. It's pretty bad. But anyway, engines look great. I'm really impressed with the quality of the exterior here with the aircraft itself. So excited to get it up into the air here. Yep, looks sleek and sexy. Absolutely. It looks real. I mean, I've actually flown in these guys, so it looks pretty darn good. Okay, so let's jump into the cockpit here and see what it's like inside. All right. Cockpit it is. Okay, so we're in a cold, dark state here in the cockpit. First things first, EFB, fan-freaking-tastic. You can do everything you need to here in the EFB. I'm super pumped about that. So super happy about the EFB, and the implementation of that. Probably fire this one 6 your ATP, probably, or something similar. So one thing I did notice is with the yoke. You know, normally you click the yoke to make it disappear. Well, they got clever and just said, hey, let's just make it lower. So instead of it completely disappearing, you click it and it gets lower, which is pretty neat. I like that. All right, so we got our displays, everything. They're off right now, cold and dark, of course. I do like the detail inside the cockpit. I mean, you can, like I just did, lower and up, you know, move the arms around, which is pretty darn cool. You can't do that in every aircraft. I really do like the quality. It looks really high detail. You get reflections in the, whatever you call this, the panels and everything like that. I do believe everything's pretty much usable. We're going to try it out, of course. Personal like this plane, loads of bugs, and feels way too clean for the CRJ, but there's always room for updates. Okay, well, we're going to find out. That's for sure. We are going to find out. It definitely is clean, like it's brand new, compared to, you know, say, well, what they are in real life, right? They're been used and abused, but you know, it's kind of a personal preference thing. I like clean aircraft. I'm not a huge fan of the used look unless it's like a GA. That I get, but airliners, I like a clean new look, but that's just personal preference. Okay, so we are going to go through this and get started here with my safety check. First things we're going to do, circuit breakers, make sure they're all in. I don't even think this is simulated. Yeah, so but that's where they are, and of course, you know, they're all in. We're good to go. Awesome, Spencer. What'd you fly? NW string, or I'm not sure what that means, but it needs to be in the opposition. It's in the opposition. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, hydraulic pumps off. So hydraulic pumps, I believe, are up here. And, or maybe they're not. Where are they at? Yeah, they are. They're right here in front of me. Jeez. Okay, off position. That's auto. That's on. That's off. Yep. Zoop. So they're all in the off position. Gazebo, awesome. Okay. Landing gear needs to be down position. So if we look, landing gear down position set. Flight spoilers are zeroed. Flaps and slats, they're 0 right now. Radar should be off, and off. And AGG manual release down and stowed. Emergency flap switch is also in the normal position. It is. Nose wheel steering lockout. Okay, yep, I believe that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. All right, so now we go overhead panel and battery can come on. Okay, APU AC electrics as required established. Okay, I am not going to turn on my APU yet. We are going to turn on my external AC though. All right, and we're going to go to our lower here, and we're going to turn these to, oops, well, that's dangerous. Careful with that one, guys. Turn that to nav. Emergency equipment, that's checked. Whatever. Gear and safety pins on board, not simulated. Airplane documents, not simulated. All right, hydraulic pumps. So let's go overhead here. Hydraulic pumps, we're looking for 3 alpha. Okay, so hydraulics is comprised of 3 substitute, 2 pumps each, 1 alpha, 1 bravo, 2 alpha, 2 bravo. Oh, here we go. It's right here. So 3 alpha as required. Hold on. Okay, well, I mean, we don't have to have that on as required, so we won't worry about that. Okay. Sounds like a torture tube. All right, so here is the FMS. So this is going to be fun. And I have no idea what I'm doing with it. So, all right, active flight data. We are in date. It looks all good. DA World Index. All right, so position initial. Airport, we are Charlie, Mike. Let me move over a little bit here. Yankee X-ray, I believe. Not found. Is it Charlie? I thought that was where we are. Charlie Yankee Mike X-ray. Charlie Yankee Mike X-ray. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so set position. Let's see. Is there a next page here? Something of that nature. Yeah, here we go. Let's grab the GPS position. Previous page. And we'll put that set position. Awesome. Awesome sauce. That looks about correct too. Okay, back to the tutorial here. Oh, we're just working on initialization. I'm not sure exactly how much is initialization. So I'm not sure about that. We're just going to leave it as is and we'll continue on. See what happens. All right, emergency light switch is on. So that's going to be overhead. Right here. On. And then we're going to check, make sure that we're getting our indicators and everything as we should. We are. So then off. Oh, these need to be in auto. And where's the off? Yep. Okay. That's complete. Adjusted. Not going to worry about that. Oops. And now we're going to work on our oxygen tests. Okay. Good, good. And this guy over here as well. Cool, cool. Okay. Co-pilot side panel audio warning panel checked. Both positions safeguard and no lights are illuminated. Okay, so that's going to be over here. Yep, both are safe and none are illuminated, so we're good to go on that. All right, electrical power panel. It's going to be overhead. And it wants us to turn on... all gens need to be in the auto position. Nope. They are auto, auto, auto. DC service off. I mean, yeah, it's currently off. And it's on. DC service off. Battery master's on. Okay. Yep. Fire detection, fire monitor test complete. So we hit this button. On ECAS. Okay, so we gotta look at the ECAS to see if it's given us a indicator saying we're good to go here. I don't see what I'm supposed to see. Let's go back up here and do this again. 1, 2, release. Oh, page 1 and 2. I bet you it's on the second page. It's supposed to be over here. I don't see it. There it is. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. We're good then. Continue on. Okay, external lights. Let's check out our light switches. Gonna be these guys right here. So nav goes on, beacons off, strobes off, logo on. Interesting. Wing inspections off, landing lights all off, and taxi recog lights off as well. And fuel pumps, We want all those off. That's correct. Bleed air panel. That's going to be this guy over here. Hold on, let me get a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit better. Need to be better. Both engines and auto and isolation needs to be open. Okay, bleed source switch to both engines. That's set. Correct. APU panel as required. We're not going to start the APU yet. We've got ground power, so we'll be fine for now. We'll go back and we'll start the APU here momentarily once we get everything else going. There's no reason to start it just yet. We'll start it right before we do our engine start. All right, start panel checked. That's this guy right here. Make sure it's off and off, which it is. What do we got? Hydraulic panel check again. All off, so we should get... Let's go... Our ECAS page here, hydraulics. Which is all off. Select ECAS, stab trim switches, disengage. Okay, where's the stab trim switches? Here's the L trim, rotor trim. Not sure exactly where that's... Oh, here it is. Yeah, both are disengaged. Okay. Fluid quantities check. We're looking for 45 to 85%. We're good. That one's close to low, but it's fine now. Pump 3B and 2 switches to on. Okay, so 1... 3B and 2 switches on. Okay. Sure, all hydraulic systems are pressurized. That looks correct to me. Now we're going to engage the stab trim switches. Okay. It's not turning on or anything. Oh, not simulated. I should read further on. It's not simulated. 3A on as well. No, not off or auto. Come on. What? I guess it just goes to auto. Oh, no, it's on. Oh, jeez, I'm stupid. Okay, we're fine. We're all fine. ELT armed. Good. All right, cabin pressurization. This is important, guys. You don't want to have a depressurization. Okay. ECAS. So we're going to go look down here. Look at the ECAS. We're looking for... What are we looking for? Like 14. Okay. All right. Yep, that looks what we're supposed to be looking at. Okay. Where the heck is that at? That's up here, isn't it? Yeah, it's up here. Okay, so we're supposed to manual alt switch center position. So that's in the hold position. That's correct. Okay, cool. Thanks, Bert. Hypoxia is bad. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mercy jet position is often guarded. Press control switch. Off and flush. Man rate switch full D cell. Oops. That is not the right one. Full D cell. Alright, did it actually show you? I don't think it's giving me a... Yeah, I don't have the option yet. Okay, air conditioning panel checked. So pack switches should be in the auto position. Let's see. This is it. So packs left and right. Auto. Recirculation fan to on. Temperature control mode. Where is temperature control mode? Auto. The settings turning knobs on the overhead 2 temperature control regular temperature. Okay. Both. Okay, so this would be turning at the manual. Okay, cool. Ram gear air is not on. Wing cowl anti ice switches off. Those are all off. Yes. All right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there, and this is boring for you. I apologize. First time flying it, you know. I'm not going to be zooming through all this. Ice detection test. During preparation first flight of the day, ice detectors can be push and hold the ice detect test for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Okay. I didn't see a message, but let me try. There we go. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Auto heat test. Okay. Fantastic. Release. Yep. Windshield switches low. Now activate the windshield heating left right windshield. Okay, so windshield low. Emergency light switches to arm. Standby comms checked. I ain't worried about that today. Okay, let's go back to this. All right, stall switch test. Perfect. It's off. Box set, I'm gonna leave it, it's fine. Not worried about that either. For your needs, I'm fine with the way it is right now. Anti-skid test. Man, first day flight, this sucks. This would suck. All right, anti-skid test is in the arm position. Off. Arm again. Okay. And started, and that's all. Yep, that's correct. And switches in one. Should be in one. Yep, that's fine. Ground proximity switches, all those are off and guarded, so that's correct. Thrust lever quadrant. This guy. Pitch roll discontent and stowed. Okay. They're both stowed. Those are good. Those are on this. They're off, so this is supposed to be. I'm trying to see. They actually need to be armed position. Check, shut off. Okay, so yeah, check and shut off. So that's correct. Okay, avionics turning panels, tuning radio panels. Again, not worried about that today. Okay, trims checked. Yaw dampener. Yaw dampener needs to come on. Okay, that's done. Source select. Handle. Normal, 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 normal. Parking brake should be set. Pull and turn. Parking brake, that's correct. That's stowed. Stowed. Normal. Perfect. Store, start, check. Okay, here we go. So before we start, I do want to go up here and start the APU. Let me make sure I do that correctly. All right, here we go. APU power fuel switch. So APU power fuel switch. At Chief Jimbo, thanks for the $3 donations, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Do you have a video on how to read flight plans from flights? I do, Spencer. I do. I talk about that. What was that? How to do a flight plan or something like that. I do cover that. Okay, make sure that appears on open measurement ECAS. Right reverses, left reverses armed. Why are those armed? Or I guess they're supposed to be armed. APU solve open, that's correct. APU start stop switch and hit the start button. Make sure this is set to auto. Bleed source as required. Leave the switch in the both edges position as long as the bleed valve switch is in the auto position. The bleed source over and automatically. So both is correct. Wait for that to start. Thanks again, Chief, for that $3 dono. Appreciate that. Wait for the EP to finish starting here. All right, fantastic. That can go off. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get into the FMS here and get going here. So flight plan, origin is going to be Charlie. What was it? Charlie Yankee. Mike X-ray. And we're going to Allentown. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Yep. Alternate. Not going to worry about that. Okay. Plus, okay, yes, I did that. Did that. We're actually going to be taking off runway 06 as well. Press the exec button. Execute button, not exec. Bog, great. I see you in my city, Micah. If you ever get to the chance to come here, you'll love Montreal. It's an awesome city. I've been flying the CRJ and FX for a few weeks now, and I love it. Awesome, Bog. Maybe I will get to go up there one day. Sleepy drones right now, it is information overload, but we're working on it. No worries, Chief, man. $3 is more than what most people give, so I will accept it with enormous gratitude. Okay. Departure and arrival. So we're going to be departing runway 6, and what do we got on my flight plan here? Looks like it's going to be a direct 2, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so flight plan. Is it next page? There it is. Okay, so we're going direct here to Echo Papa Mike. That here. Echo Papa Mike Oscar Kilo. Direct. And then going to via Quebec 955 to Rideau. And then Quebec 844 to Syracuse via WAR. And then via Quebec 812. Lots of airways today. To stop STOMP. Direct Hua. And then via Victor Airway. Victor 162. The Scoop. SCOUP. And then direct to Beers. And then direct to Allentown. Okay, so if we go departure arrival, that is the correct departure. How do I go to? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Flight plan, next page. Next. Let's see here. Am I missing something? Okay, so departure arrival. Hit it again. There we go. Select arrival. ILS 06. And we'll do vectors. Perfect. And then execute. Okay, supposedly that's supposed to be how it's done. Let's see. Any particular reason you chose Allentown? It is my virtual airline hub. It's where PJ Brooks, who's the CEO of the virtual airline, he actually works there. So, do you think it's worth it to get Navigraph FMS information come from someone who's getting into flight sim? If you're flying in exploit, abso-freaking-lutely. If you're in 2020, maybe not. SkyVector will do for you. Felix, life's going all right, man. How's your life going? All right, so we've done that. Let's go to legs page. Make sure we've got no discontinuities. There's one right there. We'll just bring it up. And hit execute. All right. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to go to that at. I don't know exactly where that is. Oh, it's over here. I want to see my route here. Let's see, what does it say to do? Which MFD to plan? There it is. I think that looks pretty legit. We'll take it. Go back to here and we'll zoom in more as well. No worries, Spencer. It's all right. It's okay. All right, so that's good. So we're actually going to go to my EFB now. We're going to go ahead and close up.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf
Remove
of the
that.
crew, welcome aboard this flight.
Welcome aboard this flight.
Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all
Performance.
passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Make sure we have the correct fuel on board. Yep, that looks correct. 32,103. Man, that's perfect. That's exactly what my toast's supposed to be. Good. Okay. But two is available to open the perf init page. In case you open the flight plan, you open the perf init page. Okay, so we got to go back down to here, I guess. I guess we got to go back down here. Perf init. Yep. So. Okay, so I can't enter all the information manually, or I could go over here and click this button. Boom! Miracle. That's awesome. All right, so it says 380 is going to be my cruising altitude. All right. And VNAV setup are as follows. Look for climb. 252.90.074. That looks fine to me. Next page. Cruise 300.74 looks good. Descent. And that looks correct as well. Takeoff braking, that's good. Clear to start check. IPU on and papers on board. Takeoff data set. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. And set altitude. We'll set 18,000 feet initially. Heading bug. .060. V speeds. Please either check the QRH or have the EFB provide the V speeds. Okay, but we have them right here, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. Set all. Boom! Sets all my V speeds. You don't have to manually input them. Yes! Even though you could. You can do that. I believe it's, yeah, down here. You can set them right there. Not gonna worry about that. All right, close up all my doors. I should be able to check the door here. All of them are closed and green lit. So that was accidental. All right. The beacons are lit. Beacon on. Let's see. Fuel pumps in quantity. On. Hydraulic pumps. Auto. And parking brake as required. We'll keep it parked for now. Engines, lower pedestal. Okay, so we're gonna look. Oops. Look down here. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get this started. See if we can get this started. Start engine. Select right engine. Number 2, start switch. Oops. Right here. Number 2, start. at $19 release. And why isn't that not setting it? Interesting. Okay. And that looked like it failed. Okay, we'll try this again. There we go. That worked. That worked. All right, open fuel page on ECAS.
During an emergency, please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a
Switch
drop
off fuel pumps on both sides.
from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits, which are located here and here.
Now you may start the left engine. Okay, so now I can start the left engine. Start.
Between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention during this brief presentation.
$19. Open. Ugh. I want the fuel shut off. Very sensitive. Very sensitive. There we go. Come on, baby. Start. There we go. Engine number 1 starting. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to check Gen 1 and 2 in auto. Yep, auto position. Blades, valves, and packs, auto on. Set to auto. Both engines auto open. Yes. Probes on. So we're going to turn on our probe anti-ice. Heating is on. Yep. So it's got to be over here. Probes. Here we go. On. Engines. Yes. Rudder trim set to 0. Let's see. It is set to 0. And then this is going to go armed. APU shut off sequence. APU start stop switch to stop. So stop. Okay, I think that did it. Cool. Okay, so I think, yeah, taxi. Taxi. So let's see if we can get flaps 1. Looking for flaps 8. Perfect. There's flaps 8. That's what we want. Flight controls checked. And left, right, down, back, rudder full left, full right. Checked and correct. Trim's green. What did they want on my trim here? 7.2, so we'll add that. Sure. I don't choose that. All right, so trim, does it have it show up here? I don't see it showing there. Is there a way to see trim? Flight controls. Yeah, there it is. All right, so we're looking for 7.2. I believe that's what it said. Yep, 7.2. Perfect. Fly manage SMS as required. Auto tune function auto tunes. Departure. Blah blah. Brake temp. Check decast. I mean, we're not even going anywhere yet, so we're fine there. Okay, so now we're gonna taxi. So this should be fun. I am not familiar with this airport at all, so let's bring up my taxi diagram. I spent almost an hour getting this thing started. That's what happens when the first time you ever do it. Okay. Oh. All right, so basically we're gonna push back. Well, we'll do a turn to the left here. We'll do basically a 270 and take the taxiway down to 6. Okay, that seems pretty self-explanatory to me. So let's go ahead and release the parking brake, and let's see if we can't get... before I do that, I want to make sure removed, close, 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 close. That's good to go. I'm going to do a visual inspection on the outside because I don't trust myself. That looks correct to me. Perfect. Right back inside. Okay, let's get some lighting in here. It's starting to get a little dark. All right. So let's full rudder. Now let's play right throttle here. Here we go. Hey, I ignore those guys because they don't actually pay attention or matter, so I ignore them. my taxi lights on. All right, we'll get both engines up now. Y'all are evil. Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. But not wrong at the same time, so... Oh no. I'm about to say, if this thing freezes, I'm gonna be so pissed. I like how it seems pretty responsive, which I like. I like responsive aircraft. I like things to be very, very responsive, so I'm happy about that. I am happy about that. Crash. Come on now. Don't be jinxing things. Yeah. It could have been you, but it wasn't, so be happy. All right. So we're going to go down here to this far taxiway and take a right. We're going to take this, not this taxiway, but this first one, this one up here. I believe it's going to be Bravo. Oh, we're on Bravo, and we're going to take Alpha this one. Yeah, we're on Bravo, we're going to take Alpha. Right, and that's kind of the point, is I can't make those guys move, so I just ignore them. I think this is the right taxiway. Or did I turn too soon? Oh, I think I turned too soon. No, that's fine. No, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. We're good. It's just going to be a little bit of a long taxi here. We're going to take our time on this, guys. We're not going to rush it because this is a new aircraft for me. So I'm not going to rush myself and end up breaking something, hurting myself, breaking the aircraft. I do what you shouldn't do. And first time I'm flying this thing, I'm flying it for my virtual airline, brand new, that we're going to be bringing in. So if I break it, yeah, it's like 100% my fault, and I have nothing to complain about. Nothing to, say, yeah, it's all me. It's all me. Nope, Eastern Aviation Airlines. I'm the CEO now. COO. Did I say CEO? I said COO. Smaller. We're working on some things, some very cool things that are going to be coming up hopefully pretty soon. Something that is different than pretty much any other virtual airline out there, and it's going to be awesome. More on that later. Is it worth it? The 700? I don't know yet. So far, it seems like a really good aircraft, but we'll have to see. Yep, you can join sleepy drones. There are some minimum requirements. I don't remember them off the top of my head. I think there's an age one. I want to say it's 16, but I could be wrong on that. I don't remember. Don't hold me to that. All right, we're going to take this next left. Basically allows, well, right now it basically allows you to fly aircraft and gain virtual money. Some other cool things like that. I mean, it's like if you want to try to be more realistic or whatever and have fun doing it, fly with other people. We do like members. This month is the first time we're doing member of the month, which means you get like a prize. So this other stuff. It's like a community. Think of it like a community of people that also fly. That's kind of what it is. It's a lot of fun. I've been in virtual airlines for a while now. I could be wrong on the age, guys. I can't. Problem is, I'm in too many communities. Oh, we just got clear for takeoff, did we? That's news to me. All right, so we're gonna hold short here. Okay, lights and strobes as required. So let's go ahead, use 2020 CRJ overhead. Okay, strobes on. Wing, we're going to keep off. Landing lights on, taxi light off. So make sure the crossfeed switch to manual and the crossfeed switches left to right are off. So manual. And off. On. Okay, so that's off. All right, ignition anti-ice as required. All right, so we're gonna turn that on. Flight attendant notify, transponder to gas. Not gonna worry about that today, since we're not flying actually online or anything. Go, gift me my throttle. Radar. Okay, CAS checked and cleared. Nav source, that's important. So we want to make sure our nav source reads FMS1. That's what we want. Yes. Okay, normal takeoff sequence control. Let me read this, guys. Give me a second here. Okay. Okay, so we need to go up here and set speed to 150 knots initially. We'll be adjusting that. Okay, and then we'll do the climb check. Okay, so we're gonna give this a shot. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare yourself for death. Okay. Heads down, stay down. Absolutely. Okay. I'm nervous. Oh. I don't miss something here. Okay. I think we're ready. All right. Okay, that's not very helpful, but that's fine. Okay, so we can go ahead. We can activate our flight director. Oh, it does both at the same time. Okay. Go ahead and set that flight director on. And at this point, I believe we go ahead and take off. Toga. $80 knots. Thrust lever set. And rotate. Gear up. Climb. Set. Flaps coming up. Final flaps up, setting 200. Confirm gear up, flaps up. Autopilot engaged. Correct. Burrs off. Oops. Off. All right. Continue climbing. All right, not bad, guys. Didn't crash on takeoff. That's good. Speed up a little. Passing 10,000. $290 set. Landing lights coming off. So I have my throttle set in climb mode, and I have my speed set to 290, which means the aircraft's going to pitch, maintain 290 knots, and then with climb mode, it will adjust thrust to a certain in speed for climb. Does that make sense? It's not a true VNAV system, but it will adjust your pitch to get a certain speed, and then it's in climb mode, it sets to a certain N1 based off the calculation of the computer to give you a certain amount of thrust. All right, let's check outside. That's pretty. I love it, guys. I love it. We do have a progress page. Nice. We'll get there in about an hour. That's what it says. So, buckle up. I'm going to eat some cheesecake while we're climbing. Oh shoot, I forgot. Got to set the new altitude. Barrow standard. $38,000 feet. All right. Yeah, me too, man. Kind of. Hold on. That noise is kind of ridiculous sounding. That air noise. Can't turn that off. That sounds awful. Sounds awful. That's my biggest complaint so far. Turn that down a little, jeez. Should be a pretty smooth flight. We do have a headwind. All right, let's see here. Looking up some stuff on this guy. Okay. It's pretty, guys. It is a pretty game, I'll tell you that. Pretty simulation, whatever. I just wish they had fixed some of the issues. Definitely is pretty, though. For sure. We've switched over to Mach. Something apparently there is noticed is at least someone mentioned was with the turning, apparently the half bank doesn't quite work and it still goes 30 degrees turns. I'm not sure if that's the case. We're going to see how that works out for us. We are going to go half bank now. We're over 30,000 feet. So we are going to be descending to, pull up my charts here. Allentown is our destination. Let's see what our intercept is. For ILS runway 6. Okay, so we're looking at intercept altitude. It's an interesting approach, isn't it? About 3,000 feet. So 38,000 minus 3,000, 35,000. Take off the numbers. 35 times 3. That's 90 plus 15, so 105 miles from our destination. We will begin our descent. We'll do a descent in the there's a certain way you do their descents here. Hold on. Let's see. Vertical speed mode is what we'll use. All right, that makes sense. And we'll basically just kind of ride the waypoints down. Based off of our legs page. As you can see here, got a couple in here. Leg data here. Climb, 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 and then descent. And that's correct. So it shouldn't be that big. This shouldn't be too hard on the descent as long as we're just paying attention. We should be fine. We also got some helpful things here as well. Should be relatively simple. Just like doing a descent in the 737 without, VNAV, doing it with vertical speed or something of that nature. Which I've done before. Several times. And since we're not coming in a star, it's really kind of up to me to actually fly my descent path. So I'll set my descent path based purely on how far I am from the airport and, how long it's going to take me to get down, what I need to fly it at, and whatever else. It's going to be pretty easy. We do get some information. That gives us some information, I should say, on top of descent. So we go here, I believe. Go legs. There we are. Window. Yeah, so we can hit VNav. Legs. So we'll get a top of descent window. That'll let us know when our top descent is and such. So that'll be nice. Almost 38,000. Can't sit bear over here. That guy, right? Yep, that guy. Let's see if it takes half bank here. Nope, full 30-degree bank. That is not correct. That is not correct, Aerosoft. Should not be banking 30 degrees with half bank turned on. It should be banking 15 degrees max. Approaching 38,000 feet. Got up pretty fast, actually. Pretty fast. I've been told it does this. It overcorrects till it finally gets on. Up here at cruise. That's okay. Let's get rid of some of that stuff. I believe we can change it in here. Yeah. And not remove it. Still see a bunch of airports. Alright, so we do know that our localizer frequency is going to be 110.7. So we can put in where's our little pad for that? Where is our there's got to be a pad or something, right? What is going on with this thing? This 30-degree bank stuff is ridiculous. What are you even doing? Okay, so that is totally wrong. That should not be happening. That is not the case. So 110.7. Okay, so we'll make that active. And our course on that, 063. We'll have to get that when we flip over from FMS to our ILS. We are at 30,000 feet now. We get closer to top of descent, we'll set it down to 3,000 feet. Start using our vertical descent, our vertical speed to descend. Elevation 400. So I covered already how you set it up in the initial. Funny, I was literally just looking at what I need to do here. I need to increase my cabin pressure landing elevation to 400. And I believe it's going to show up. Well, it should be right there. Not. Oh, there it is. Now it started. $320. $460. Oop, too far. Should be 400. Nope. 360. Dadgummit. There's 400. All right. So now we're going to set our altitude. $3,000. Perfect. Rams fan, rewind. That's really not hard though. Basically, you want to make sure this is on hold. You want rate to minimum and cab pressure 0, but you also want to make sure your bleed air and all that set to both engines in auto and normal. That way that's set correctly. Also, make sure you don't have failures on. That could also be causing problems. I forgot to adjust my speed here. My thrust. We're about 80 miles from top of descent. That's at least what this guy's saying. Let's see what we got on our progress page. 237. It's a little bit out, I feel like. Top of descent. It's interesting. This is third party. This is Aerosoft's. The first third-party airliner to come to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So I'm really curious how I'm gonna land this guy, how it's gonna work out. A little nervous about it, to be honest. Just a little nervous. Just a little bit. We're about, I don't know, 60 miles from top of descent now. Almost at 10,000. And if she comes with it, and I find her a very honest and predictable bird that handles very well and is a blast to fly. I agree. Yep. I agree. It's a blast to fly. But do you get clouds like this in FSX? You don't. They're beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at that PBR textures right there. That's amazing. Love that. Love that. All right, here comes the turn. That's way too sharp. It's like it has to do 30 degrees. Like it won't do anything else. It's like 30 degrees must turn 30 degrees. All or nothing for it. All or nothing. Oh, I totally understand, man. I totally get it. Yeah, this 2020 is hard hitting on the computer, but I tell you what, they still need to work on it because I have room now on my computer. Like I have CPU room and GPU room, and it's not utilizing it. It's not utilizing it like it should be. So they do have some work to do still. See, 30, it's like all or nothing. It's not right. It's not right at all. That's not right. So one of the cool things this does give you, though, if you look, when I hit the direct intercept, it gives you, you know, basically your descent rate you need to have in order to reach it. Right, so 100, 900, those are your vertical speed settings you'll need to do in order to actually meet those settings there. So that's pretty cool that it gives you that. Supposedly, 10 nautical miles from top of descent will get what they call the snowflake up here. We'll see if that happens. All right, 20 miles. Give me vertical speed. Why did it do altitude cap? That's weird. That was incorrect. That was not supposed to happen. Unless I hit the wrong... Did I hit the wrong button? Maybe I hit the wrong button. I don't disagree with you, man. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. Alright, so... vertical speed, we'll set 0 for now until we get back where we kind of need to be. Arc is 369. Why are we going down? That's weird. It shouldn't be going down when I have it set to stay 0. That's another thing. Some weird things going on in here. Like, why is it going negative when I have it? Oh, because I'm going too slow. That's why. And there it is. We'll maintain this. Alright, landing data. We can go and set that. Oh gosh, I cannot see on this thing. Okay, performance. And set all. About to hit arc, which that point will start our rate of descent. 1,900 feet per minute. Now 22. Okay. That's fine. Getting knocked around a little bit, aren't we? Okay. There's the turn. Setting for apparently 24. That's 25. Turn off half bank now. Yeah, I like it. I feel like there are a couple things that they do need to address. The half bank does not work. It still does a full 30-degree bank. I think that's the only, like, quote-unquote bug I saw The rest are just me screwing up. But yeah, I think that's the only thing I can really say that needs to be looked at is specifically that. The rest has been pretty good. This is the A320 NX mod. This is what I'm trying to do. If I want to relax, I probably choose the A320 because it's more hands off, right? But if I want to, like, I want to fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go out there and I want to fly. Well, this would be what I choose because you have to monitor it and be a lot more involved. .82. Ooh, this turn's gonna be brutal, I feel like. It also has an issue. Well, it's part of the whole 30-degree issue. You know, it overcorrects and has to come back on and stuff, so. Okay, so we're fine for now. We're a little high, but not that high. Yeah, we're only a couple hundred high. I just hope that when we get down closer to the ground, we're not going to get blown around like crazy on this approach. I like to have at least somewhat of a normal approach on our first. Yeah, I mean, this thing goes full 30 degrees. Which on this turn might be what it needs, right? Because it's like a 90-degree turn. I've also noticed that the vertical speed set here doesn't always equate to the actual vertical speed. What doesn't necessarily mean a bug. It just means it's slightly, you know, it's reacting. And in real life, you do see that. You do see vertical speed, you know, it's delayed. It's a second or two delayed, so not uncommon to see that. I just feel like it's a little bit too much sometimes. See how it's like weaving back and forth? Shouldn't be doing that. Like, I think I missed that waypoint. So, like, I missed that waypoint because of that. So, that's kind of my biggest issue, I think, is that 30-degree thing is a bit much. Alright, so we're going to switch this over, and 29.84, I believe, is what I had. .82, 29.82. $1,900, so we'll go up. Okay. Go ahead and turn on this guy. Anti-ice on as well. Going through possible icing conditions right now. We're going to go ahead and set our speed to 250. Localizer will be tuned. Okay. I think I already tuned the localizer, but 010.7 is set. At this point, I can go and select heading select. Nav source, localizer, course to set 06. I believe 4 is correct. 063. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start our approach here into Allentown, and do recommend that everyone please return to your seats, fasten your seatbelts, and prepare yourself for an awesome landing. Let's slow down to 240. There is the airport to our left. Parallel the runway. Okay, guys. I am a little nervous. Just a little nervous.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
Or weather here right now. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We're good then. $210. Oh yeah, I can always go around for sure. Start to slow down here. I can get my flaps set in. Okay, we're about to start making our turn towards the runway here in a moment. We'll go ahead and start bringing the throttle back a little bit more. Flaps 1. Flaps 8. That heading here. Heads and thrust, and flaps 20. Six. Whoa. Frame rippage. I guess I can't say that, can I? Frame drops, my bad. Frames just got destroyed right there. Though my CPU and GPU are barely being used. Makes a whole lot of sense, right? 2020 for you. Okay. All right. 5 miles to intercept the glide slope, or the localizer. Ready to hit this approach button. Off this iPad or something. Maybe that's... I mean, I'm getting terrible frames right now. Hold on. I'm just going to try reducing my graphics here because I'm not going to land with that little frame rate. That's a little better. Even though my resources aren't being utilized, I still can't apparently use actually everything that I have. Oh yeah, it's much better. That's much better. I'll land with that. I could land with that. What the heck just happened there? Weather update maybe? Just threw me 300 feet up into the sky? Now I'm dropping in the sky. This makes no sense. No sense. Seems a little off there, sir. That's fine, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set altitude set. That's fine. VREF, we're looking at was it 136 is my VREF, so we'll go ahead and put that on here. Right there. Is it grabbing the glide slope? It has not grabbed it yet. And it's kind of swaying back and forth on here, which is interesting. I like that it's swaying back and forth. There's the glide slope. All right. Flaps 30. Gear coming down. Okay. Me no likey that. It was not following any type of glide slope. Something wrong there. Something very wrong there. Blast full. It was taking me straight to the ground is what that was doing. Alright, gear down, 3 green, flaps full. Prepping for a go-around if necessary. We are stabilized. Now it's picking up the glide slope properly. Maybe. Yeah, that looks like it's picking up the glide slope now. Once we got right in here, that's very helpful. Not. It could just be this airport, though, the glide slope could be screwed up on. And that's the thing, I don't know. Check closed.
20.
A little bit of a floater here.
10.
All right. Not terrible. Not terrible. Definitely felt a little weird. Oh no. Frames. Okay, let's get it parked up, guys, and call it for today. I'm not going to go through the whole, closing it all down and all that kind of stuff. Not going to worry about that today. But, yeah, overall impressions. I would say overall, not bad. Not bad. I think excuse me. A couple things need some improvements, but I mean, again, it is the first iteration. There are always bugs in things. Like, really the biggest thing for me was that 30-degree bank thing. That's not right, and that needs to be fixed. Besides that, I felt like something was wrong with the ILS there, but that could have been just that ILS approach in Allentown. So if you guys maybe want to try that out, feel free to do so. Why isn't my music playing? Why is that not playing? It's weird. Sound. Let's see. Box. Oh, you know what? Alrighty, guys. Again, I want to say thank you to everybody for coming out tonight and hanging out with me and learning with me. Don't forget to hit the like button down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're watching this after the live stream and not live, be sure to comment. Comment word of the day is learning. Tell me your experience with one of maybe the CRJ-700 or another aircraft you've recently learned and what you think of it. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget also, guys, you can help me help you by going to down below. There's a join button. You can join just a few bucks a month. Helps support this channel, allows me to buy aircraft like this, to fly aircraft like this, to make tutorials like aircraft like this so that you can fly aircraft like this. So be sure to hit that join button down below or go into patreon.com/mnflightclub. And again, always forget Discord. Discord's linked down below. Oh, and store. I have a store. I have t-shirts. I have phone cases. Cool stuff over there. So be sure to check that out. Anyway, it's time for me to go and get some sleep so I can go out tomorrow and go to work. So thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time up in the sky. Why are you still watching? It's because of the music, isn't it?